Hello and welcome to official Xbox 360 Magazine's OXM report, and this week we've popped over to Paris to visit Ubisoft and check out Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands.
I'm here with Jan-Erik, who is the animation director on Prince of Persia: Forgotten Sands. So you guys are going back to the kind of style established in Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Tell me about how that sort of aesthetic works.
We wanted to bring back the series to where it was before, so re-exploring the trilogy, and so there's between Sands of Time and Warrior Within there's a 7-year gap, and we thought fits right in, and so we can tell the story what the prince did within those 7 years a little more and explore that storyline, that prince a little more than before.
So obviously in Sands of Time there was the magical twist of the rewind feature. That's back again, but also the prince has got these elemental powers now. How can he use the 4 elements to help him in combat and acrobatics?
The 4 elements are used to you can gain powers based on the 4 elements. For example, the ones that we introduced so far are water. So you can solidify water and therefore use it for your wall runs to reach new areas within the level. You have aerial powers, the dash. You can jump and then use the dash to get to another enemy that's further away, so therefore to elongate your jump. Then you have also other aerial powers, like for example pushing enemies away, or actually even creating a tornado and catching as many enemies as you can in those to create massive kills. So
you're going to be facing off against quite a lot of enemies. I mean, how many enemies are you going to have on screen at one time?
There will be 50 enemies simultaneously at the same time. They can be either 50 enemies of the same kind or all sorts of different types of enemies interspersed, but the number is going to be 50 enemies. That's the maximum we were able to achieve.
Tell me about the backstory for the game. How does the prince sort of work his way into this adventure?
Basically, I mean, the backstory is Sands of Time. So whether he's just finished, or whether he has just finished telling the story to Farah, or it's a little further out, but he basically decides to visit his brother Malik. And while he's making his way to his brother's kingdom, he sees that his brother's palace is under siege. So he comes to his aid, and that basically makes everything unfold. So he meets up with his brother. His brother is about to fall. The defenses are down, and in order to save his kingdom and his people, he is unleashing a power that's basically within his palace that then unleashes the mythical sand army that he has no way of controlling, and that's where you as the prince come in.
Obviously there's a Prince of Persia film coming out soon, and people are going to be wondering what the relationship is between this game and the film. Could you explain that to us?
This film, this game is basically the sequel to our game, Sands of Time. The film is basically based on the original game, Sands of Time. And we have nothing to do. This is not the film to the game. But the connecting glue between the two is, of course, Jordan Mechner, the creator of the franchise, who was a writer and designer on the original game, but he's also the writer for the film. But that's the only connection that is between the two.
Obviously, the Prince of Persia that came out in 2008 was a sort of radical departure from the previous games, and now you're going back to the original design. Is that because you considered Prince of Persia a failure at all?
No, I worked on POP 2008, and Ubisoft is fully committed to the original game. But this is only like we're trying to just explore within the universe of Prince of Persia new ways of doing things. So POP 2008 was one of those explorations. It's basically like 2001 Arabian Nights. You have different tales within the same universe. And the original plan was always to re-explore for the next generation consoles to the old trilogy, and that's what we're doing right now.
Excellent. Well, Jan-Erik, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.